Hi, this is an Easyfill Haynet. It's been around now for about 5.5 years, and since then has sold 40,000 units throughout Europe. Today I'm going to show you what an Easyfill Haynet is and why it's probably the best Haynet money can buy. I'm not going to get a new one out, put that aside. I'm going to use my net, which has been the stable net for my horse for the past 3 years. And it's exactly the same as the one in that bag. As you can see, it's particularly strong. It's much more rigid, and that's because it has a double core braiding for the netting, a very large base ring, which is very, very important for securing solidity, and of course it has the unique Easyfill Haynet neck. And this is made from reinforced rope. It's very high tech. It's incredibly strong, and what it's able to do is to form an open aperture, a continuous open aperture for the net to make it easy simply to fill. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. This is haylage. It's quite fresh, and as you can see, I can load this up very easily and very quickly without worrying about folding in or flattening, which is normally the bugbear when you're doing this. And as you can see, it stands quite happily on its own, rather like a large bucket. So I can stand it there, gather up a large amount of haylage and just push it in without any fear of folding or flattening. There we are. Done. It'll take more, and I can put more in just to show you. So, like any haynet, you can choose how much volume you require. And then one pull, and we're done. Now, you'll also notice but it's not stingy on the drawstring. The drawstring is a 6mm, very, very tough rope. Now the reason for that is that you need plenty of room for tying. Most haynets, as you probably know, have very mingy drawstrings, which is why you're probably always replacing them. The second reason is that because it's thick and strong, it can be tied in a loop without a knot, and it will bind very quickly and hold true with one single loop, which I will show you in a minute. And of course that also means that when you pull it free, it comes away freely as well. So it's convenient at both ends. So now I'm going to take this to the stable and I'll show you the best way to tie it. So here we are in Defiance's, that's my horse's stable. And here's our net, and he's a big horse, so what we're going to do is link it up to this rope loop, which is normally the way he likes it. Now of course I could actually tie it through the strats, or I could put it through a ring on the wall. It doesn't really matter. What is important is the way to tie it to get the best performance. So up we go with the net, through the loop, secure, and pull to top. The key is here is always to tie, if you're going to tie through the netting above the neck, not below. If you tie below, down here, you'll get extra wear, which isn't helpful for longevity. And secondly, if you tie on the neck itself, it's liable to distortion, which is fine, but again, it will add to further wear. So it's always best to tie above the neck. So choose whichever diamond you want, thread the rope through, just like that, secure, and because of the nature of the gauge of the drawstring, one loop, pull, and secure, and that holds all night long.